because it's a physical game. The team with the most points win. That means score touchdowns. While cheerleaders cheer, bands play, coaches coach, and while fans, they have fun. And if you don't make it to a game, well, there's only one station to turn to for highlights, and the signs, they say it all. The channel to watch, and the show is Sideline! So get out of the way, because the competition can't keep up. We have it all, and it starts right now.
The most games, the best highlights, from your home field to our live studio. This is Sideline. Now, here's your WBRC Fox 6 sports team.
All righty, a little different look for our cheerleaders this week. They're younger, but just as talented and spirited. Two squads out of the city of Vestavia. The Liberty Park Middle School squad and the Liberty Heights Youth squad of 4th, 5th, and 6th graders. They are loud and proud, and we will see them later in the show. But Jeh Jeh, hey, you gotta love the Rebels the way these guys do.
I love it. Hey, you gotta love this game right here. Big region matchup in Pleasant Grove. Spartans looking to hand unbeaten John Carroll first loss of the season and make that his interesting region title. Pleasant Grove defense holds its John Carroll team to just a field goal in the first half. Then check this out. Eric Hanley throws a dime to Clarence Taylor in the corner. Spartans take the lead and have the Cavs on upset alert. Catch the game of the week finish coming up a little bit later on. Welcome into the one and only show, Sideline. Who are you, Sheldon? Hey, good, my main man.
And the Oxford Flash
How
right
you doing,
there.
brother?
Good seeing you, my man.
All right, so we got some good games on tap. Still region play. These games are important, Sheldon, you know.
Well, 18 games to show, and in fact, when you look at it, because they do get back into region play, critical situations now, because we're getting into the stretch run for the postseason. We'll see how everything goes.
Well,
don't forget your
speaking of
scores are down there at the bottom on the Dale Sauce ticker.
And speaking of that, let's go ahead and get it rolling. How about this? How about a couple of cheerleaders back here? The Hayden cheerleaders, the junior cheerleaders. Are they hyped for the game or what? Take a look at that. Speaking of hype, let's see how the game goes right here. We got the highlights. Hayden has never lost to Jasper. They won 25-13 last year. Just to show you how they're hitting the game, Owen Grill almost runs into our cameraman right here. Oh! After a big hit out of bounds. Same drive, Grill takes it himself in the end zone. Show that Grill. The Hayden student section loving it. But next drive, Hayden gets stuffed in the red zone as the Vikings keeps it to 6-0. Jasper right before the half from the 4-yard line. Quarterback Tanner Morrow. Speed pass, screen to Micah Pledger. He makes it to the house, 96 yards. That is a sideline standout and first sideline standout. Hayden has never let Jasper beat them. It's still true, Sheldon. 18-13, the final score.
Nice win for them. Oak Grove playing host to Haleyville. Battle of Cats, Tigers versus Lions. We appreciate the sign. Love what it looks like. Home team Tigers look good early. Big hit by Colin Pate right there. Forces a fumble. Griffin Wesson recovers. Tigers with an opportunity. Oak Grove takes advantage. Pate getting the short touchdown run. 6-0. Now Haleyville answers. Cooper McNutt going to be back to pass. He's going to find one of his favored targets, Camden Steele. Not sure exactly why he got tackled at the one. Next play, though, cheerleaders cheer. Brett Coleman tying up the game with this short touchdown run out of the Wildcat. Then we move on to this first play of the second quarter. Lions find pay dirt again with McNutt. Haleyville cools off Oak Grove, 41-12.
And our pep rally of the week, I was at Oak Grove this morning, Sheldon. Homecoming for them. And take a look at these elaborate hallways that these guys got. And of course, the team coming in, the band was rocking. That Oak Grove band is something else. And of course, the spirit in that community is amazing. We had some good games, rolled some of the coaches, and of course, the band rocking, the cheerleaders rocking. Thanks to Oak Grove, and the parents even rocking too. Thanks to Oak Grove for letting us come out. We're gonna have that game coming up for you a little later on.
You're watching Plays That Matter, brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers.
My Mimi was the queen in 1959, and so it's kind of emotional, but it's good. It's a legacy to keep.
Caroline Pyron was recently crowned Marion County High School's homecoming queen. She's also a volleyball, softball player for the Red Raiders, as well as captain of the cheerleading squad. She's also a Red Raider Fellowship and a member of the FCA, and why Caroline Pyron is leading the way in plays that matter. Okay. Sounds good.
I can. Can you hear me? Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Jill Nye's joining us today, and we're all excited about it. Mic check, mic check.
Hey, Jillian, have fun. Come on.
We'll see.
Have some fun.
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Yes, of course. Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. Thank you. Did you say scream?
No, you got it. Oh, yeah. We're coming out of the, we're going to the screen after.
Oh, screen. Oh, I thought you said scream. And I'm like, I'm not going to do that.
And now, here's your Coach of the Week, sponsored by CMC Steel.
Two coaches in the spotlight this week. Drew Gilmore, Clay Chalkville gets the nod for the upset victory over top-ranked Thompson last week. Gilmore's Cougars are 6-0 on the season. And what about Mountain Brook's Chris Yeager in his 18th season with the Spartans? Knocked off Hoover last week, and in doing so, Yeager reaches a milestone with his 150th win as the head coach at Mountain Brook High School.
Congrats to those guys. Welcome back in the sideline. Sheldon Hagan and Jeh Jeh Pruitt here. We got triple option coming up in just a second, Sheldon. But how about this matchup? Helena and Briarwood. It doesn't get any better than that right there. I'm telling you.
Ryan's playing
what
well,
a game. Yeah, both playing well. First drive, Helena. They punt. And guess what? Walker Gray blocks the punt. Garrett Wedderton recovers for the Lions. He's going to be down on 5. And Cooper Higgins scores a few plays later, 7-zip Lions. But Briarwood gives it right back. Quarterback Josh Thompson fumbles the snap, and Nate Thomason recovers. Then Carson Acker screen to the big guy, Jordan Washington. He handles the rest, baby. 24-yard touchdown. They're not going to stop this big guy. It's 7-7. Then Jordan Washington again later in the second makes it 14-7. This game goes back and forth, Sheldon. Briarwood had the lead, but Helena comes back. The final score, 28-24. Helena comes back to beat Briarwood, and Helena remains undefeated.
Out to West Alabama for a 1A showdown. The home crowd cheering on the Tornadoes of Pickens County, looking to improve to 4-2, taking on Lynn. Let me tell you something, but something nobody wants to see happen as William Wilson, an offensive lineman for Pickens County, going to go down early in this one. The referees had to halt the game for about 20 minutes. Wilson was carted off and waited for an ambulance. The team tells us that WBRC and the player suffered a knee injury. The game resumed with Lynn leading 14-0 at the half. And as we look at the final score, 28-6. The Bears come away with the big W.
Speaking of W, it doesn't get any better than this triple option right here. We got Tristan, T-Rube, Sheldon, and we got a newcomer. Is this a newcomer over here?
Hi.
Jillian Brooks.
A rookie of the year, I'd say.
Well,
We got a
hello. I'm
rookie.
so honored to be here.
All right, we're going to start things off with Tristan, and then Tristan's going to toss it to you, Jillian.
Guys, we're used to offensive explosions, defensive showcases, or even shutdowns, and of course, Amherst sideline standouts. But today, something even rarer occurred.
The game will be rescheduled until 9 a.m. in the morning.
What?
Blue Devil fans and Tiger fans, we apologize for this inconvenience.
Hard to play the game when there's half the lights in the stadium not turning on. Still, the action will take place tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. On the bright side, Miners still crown their king and queen, Amaya Dowdell and Antonio Carpenter. Y'all, let's give a round of applause for the king and queen of Miner High School. That's what I'm talking about. Again, 9 a.m. tomorrow, the action will resume. Now let's head over.
They still look good without
They
half
look
the
great in
lights.
purple. I wish I could pull off the color.
There you go.
Now over to the Thundering Herd. 4th and 12. They refuse to take their foot off the pedal. And here, Cameron Jennings finds Jemiah Jelks. Look at this catch. Would have been
Check
good
it
on
out.
Sunday. That's what I'm talking about.
2
2
feet,
feet
baby.
inbounds.
2 feet.
Now look at this right here. It's easy work from Artavius Purnell. Number 7 adds 6. And of course, Jennings, the star man, hungry for more. Just the next series on offense, he sends a man in motion. It's a screen to Purnell, who's dangerous in the open field, refuses to go down. That's an Amherst sideline standout.
Nice.
I'm getting like y'all.
Running like you,
I'm
T-Bro.
learning. The bright light's not too much for the Thundering Herd. This team is built for these moments. Chancellor Sparks here, known for adding a spark, but here it's the exclamation mark. Parker Roll, 40-8, and now over to our Rookie of the Year, Jillian Brooks.
Wow, that's some pretty generous wordage there. Rookie of the Year? I don't know about that one, but I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be, helping out with Sideline, but it's definitely been a lot of fun. Let's head on over to that first game. We had Vestavia Hills on the road this week. They are facing the Chelsea Hornets. Now that first place, look at that catch from quarterback John Paul Head to number 8, Kiana Richardson. That's good, and Head is going to head that into the touchdown zone himself. Now check out those cheerleaders loving the action. Now it looks like Chelsea's going to get their first touchdown. They're getting their points on the board there. Student section in pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Now check out this run here. That's a 65-yard touchdown. That's an Amherst sideline shout out. Vestavia Hills, they're going to win over Chelsea 45-21. Now we're going to head on over to Thompson at Hewitt Trustville. Both teams are undefeated in region play. Now first quarter, Thompson AJ Green takes the handoff, fights his way in for the 1-yard touchdown that leads Thompson 7-0. Second quarter, it's a 14-zip Warriors. Hewitt gets on the board, 4th and goal. Quarterback Peyton Ford pushes his way into the end zone, 14-7. Now the Thompson defense puts the clamp down. From that point on, Cam Pritchard with the QB sack. Now Thompson will go on to win this one, 40-14, as the Warriors remain undefeated in region play.
And let's give a round of applause for Jillian. Her first run right there.
I don't know about
Me
you.
either. I'm not
I
surprised.
want to cut off a rumor before one gets started too. I already know the social media world's buzzing. I am not shorter than Jillian. We need to pull up a shot here. I am not going to style my hair taller for this. I just want this on the record. We got to call these people out.
You throw a lot of people under the bus, by the way.
I was going to say,
I'm waiting for it to come back. That's all I know.
I'm 5'1" on a good day, but Tristan's 5'8" with a good hair day.
Why did he bust you like that, Jillian? He didn't have to do that. Thank you, guys.
Nothing but 5 stars on this show.
Yes, 5 stars all in the way. Hey, here's our game of the week this 6th round.
Game of the week highlights coming your way in just a bit.
Long gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
The Sideline Cheerleaders of the Week are sponsored by the Pet Store.
The Liberty Park Middle School cheerleaders are made up of 7th and 8th graders, and they can get their fans going in the stands. Group is made up of Harper, Macy, Megan, Mary Morgan, Emma, Hannah, McKenna, London, Amelia, Sophie, Reese, Olivia, Campbell, BK, Lily Kate, Kanisa, and Abby. This is the Liberty Park Rebels Middle School cheerleaders. Yeah.
All right. Hey, how about a little bit of action right here? Calera at Pelham. And, I got to tell you, even you play when you hurt, even now. It was 28-3 at halftime, and we pick up things up. Preston Fuller here to Braxton Brooks for Calera. Nice gain in the first down, but no points for them. Then quarterback Clayton Maines to C.J. Tolbert of Pelham. Nice gain there. C.J. Tolbert had a couple of touchdowns in that game as well. Then Maines stands off to Caleb Porter. Hands it off. Caleb gets it in the zone. Pelham too much. They beat Calera 35-6.
All right, Greg Patterson's Golden Gophers looking to be hitting their stride against Paul Bryan. Already 35-zip when Hueytown looks for more. B.J. Slaughter, check this pass out on the money to Decorion Thomas, 45 yards, and there first. Sideline standout. 42-0 at that point. Nicely done. Now the Stampede, they've got a good QB in Edwin Merriweather III. Here he finds Braylon Gray for a nice game, but no points for the visitors on this drive. But I really like Merriweather. He's got a strong arm indeed. As for the Gophers, a little too easy. Slaughter to Thomas again. Number 2 does most of the work. Another and first. Sideline standout TD. Hueytown rolls all over Paul Bryan today by a score of 69-20.
Hey, speaking of rolling, there's an old song, Sheldon. The lyrics go, you want to be a baller, shot caller? Well, we got one that's on the line right now. He is Ramsey's own QB Reese. And yes, he is a baller. And speaking of that, we should say newly committed, Alabama committed QB Reese. QB, how you doing today, man?
Doing good.
All right, so let's talk about that. Okay, so Alabama, what made you decide to go there?
I feel like Alabama was the best option for me to go, and I had a great connection with the coaches as well.
Your dad's an Auburn guy. It's probably hurting him, but we're not going to get into any of that. Hey, you won last night big, 65-14 over Winona. Just talk about the way you guys were able to respond and get that big W in a must-win situation for both teams.
I feel like as a team, we've been working on playing as one, playing as a unit. And I feel like last night was one of our better games.
Hey, QB, Coach Jackson said that he wished that he could clone you and do more. You've got a younger brother that's playing on the team. Your dad kind of coaches you and stuff. I spoke with you earlier about how your dad, gives you little tidbits and stuff. How's that working out for you?
I mean, my dad's always been with us since we was 5 years old. Well, he's been with us our whole life, playing football, and he just always giving us tips, watching film together, and always just trying to get us to be better and play it.
Well, this guy loves football.
Yes.
So what does he do on a Friday night when he's off? He goes and checks out the Thompson game against Hewitt-Trussville. How hard is it for you to watch a game versus play in one?
It's hard, man. It's like I just want to let me go hit somebody.
Well, hey, you do a lot of hitting, QB, and of course, congratulations. And just a really quick question, how did Dad feel when he said, Dad, I'm going to Alabama?
I mean, my dad is going to want the best for me at all times, so I feel like he didn't have any hard feelings about it.
He doesn't have to pay for it. He's saying that.
Hey,
I don't care where he
we're
goes.
going to talk to Quentin about that. All right. Hey, QB Reese, thank you so much, man. Congratulations on the win and congratulations on the commitment. And keep banging heads, man. Keep banging heads this season.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
And now your Sideline Scream of the Week, sponsored by Atrox Factory.
That is Avery Gardner of Shades Valley and the Shades Valley Band. Believe it or not, Avery Gardner didn't just scream for nothing. That is actually part of the show. When I was at one of the games, Avery just screamed out on the field, and I said, okay, I got to get you to redo that. So that is literally part of the show at Shades Valley. So Avery Gardner gets our Atrox Scream of the Week.
Sideline's Game of the Week is sponsored by Jack's, all about the South.
Big region win here for the Spartans of Pleasant Grove, taking down John Carroll, handing them their first loss of the season. I'm going to let these boys tell you how this one feels. Let's go. So here's how we got to that big dub. John Carroll riding hot. Really been the story of the season so far, 5-0. A nice turnaround from the past couple seasons. Still got to play ball though, and this is Grove Street. The Pleasant Grove defense looked elite. Held JC to just a field goal the entire first half, and it came in the opening minutes. Spartans respond to that early field goal right here. Eric Hanley throws a dime to Clarence Taylor. Spartans begin to find their groove, and so does Clarence Taylor. Because watch this. Spartans are going to fake the handoff. A little RPO action finds Taylor in stride this time, and you're not going to catch him. 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns for Taylor. This is me screaming at the selection of Ben & Jerry's ice cream at Publix. Jacoby Johnson, honorary Scream of the Week. Spartans up 10 at the break. What would you like to see from your team in the second half?
Finish, come out and make sure they understand that, this is a new ball game in the second half. This is only a 10-point game with a team that's averaging, almost 47 points a game, so we got to come out and play ball.
John Carroll can ball. Darryl LeBeau knows that, but some great play calling by the Spartans. Nice shuttle pass to Colin Moore up the middle, and Pleasant Grove really opens this game up. JC trying to make something happen late. Fumble on the play, though. Ethan Everson scoops and takes this one all the way to the house, make it a double-digit lead, and show them that bling. Spartans do it big, winning 37-12 over John Carroll.
Hats off to John Carroll and that coaching staff, man, the turnaround that they've made in these past 3 years and the strides that they made with this program. Solid football team, If they sneak in there and get in the playoffs, I wouldn't want to have to play them jokers in the first round.
Do you feel like this was a statement type of win to showcase what this team can do?
Yes, sir. This is our second week in a row knocking off an undefeated team. So I really feel like it's just showing people that we still the same Grove Street that we've been.
So now region play became a lot more interesting. Down goes John Carroll, and as you heard Clarence there, this is the second time in back-to-back weeks that the Spartans have taken down undefeated teams, and they continue to climb up those ranks. Defense is this team's bread and butter, but man, Pleasant Grove is looking pretty good. Here in Pleasant Grove for our Sideline Game of the Week, Jake Stansel, WBRC Fox 6 News on your side.
Great job, Jake and Shane. Welcome back in, guys. All right, we're going to continue the roll on after seeing that game. Well, it's not much to cheer about in this one, Sheldon, for this game coming up, especially if you're Carbon Hill. Carbon Hill visiting Gordo. Gordo is 5-1, undefeated in the region, and I got to tell you, Carbon Hill took it on the chin right there. Their powerhouse. Long before the half, Gordo stormed a 47-0 lead. Gordo ended the game with a 5-1 record, 3-0 in region play. Gordo threatened to score again before halftime, but Carbon Hill intercepted a long pass in the end zone, but it wasn't able to capitalize. The final score, Gordo 63, Carbon Hill 0. Man.
All right, Hoover trying to get back into the win column under Wade Waldrop as the head coach, taking on Oak Mountain first drive for the Bucks, and Kamal Emerson bulldozes his way into the end zone, 7-0 Bucks. Next position, hey, Hoover just keeps it going. Noah Schubach scrambles, finds Jordan Woolen in the back of the end zone right here. Another Hoover touchdown made it 14-0. Hoover's going to roll over the Eagles 62-14 as the Bucks get another W. They have never lost to Oak Mountain, 22-0. all time against the Eagles.
Midfield Patriots hosting Greensboro, and Greensboro looking to take the W, but hey, quarterback Aaron Adams Martin hands it to Demarion Owens here and trucks over one of the players all the way. Look at that. Give it a, oh my gosh. I'd give it an and first sideline standout right there just for that. He's playing like Madden. Adams Martin takes it for the touchdown. And take a look at that right there. Band rolling. Midfield rolling on Greensboro. Cornell, S. Richardson gets intercepted by Vincent Burrell. Hey, this one goes all the way down. Midfield putting on a scoring showdown. They win it 70-0 over Greensboro.
The Sideline Band of the Week is sponsored by EcoView Windows and Doors.
This is the sound of the Paul W. Bryan High School Stampede Marching Band. The band director is Selwyn Reed, 84 members strong. Halftime show this football season is a tribute to the 1970s with music from Earth, Wind, and Fire, along with Tina Turner, performing songs Fantasy and In the Stone, along with Tina Turner's Proud Mary. A lot of respect in this organization for one another, scoring typically superior ratings. The Sideline Band of the Week is the Paul W. Bryan High School Stampede Marching Band. This is the Liberty Heights Youth Cheer Squad, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade representative. Ann, Adele, Kylie, Blair, Avery, Blakely, Milan, Caitlin, Hadley, Anna, Emerson, Lily, Olivia Henninger, Bianca, Charlotte, Harper, Sally, Mabry, Tristan, Hannah, Olivia Ramsey, Reese, Charlie, Olive, Caroline, Catherine, Quinn, and Sutton. This is the Liberty Heights Youth Cheer Squad. I think we got them all.
Good job, man. Good job.
Sideline Drive of the Week is sponsored by Jeh Jeh Downtown Auto Mall, where the sale never ends.
Oh man, I'm loving that Dodge Challenger because let me tell you something, we're going 46 miles. Yeah, it says an hour and 20 minutes. I did a little quicker than that, Jay. Just gonna be honest here. Hey, BB Comer, one of the top teams in 2A, taking on Isabella right here. And let me just tell you something. The Mustangs are strong, and they get on the board right here behind Elijah Kendrick right here. So they're giving BB Comer all they can handle. Now Comer gets on the board as well with Devin Harvey into the end zone right here. So we got a battle going on here. Then Comer's going to go with the Tigers. Kendrick dishes the ball off to the big man, Kamar Harris, with the long touchdown run. That's an Amherst sideline standout. Woo, we got a good one going on when it's all said and done. BB Comer flexing the muscle, 47-13.
Interesting matchup right here, guys. Welcome back in. I can't wait to tell you about this one because this one here has a coach who was once at Piedmont, now at Westbrook Christian, and they're playing each other. His first time back at Piedmont. We're talking about Steve Smith. So Westbrook Christian visited Piedmont, and Steve Smith's fired up. Second quarter action, Westbrook's LaMichael Mitchell up the middle. Hey, 14-zip Piedmont there. And then the scoreboard before halftime, you see it. After the kickoff, Piedmont's Trevor Pike wiggle his way 60 yards. Let's give it an AmSouth sideline standout because he's going to go down the sideline, baby. Oh, did I say AmSouth? Am first, excuse me. Am first. And Westbrook coach can't believe it. But you know what, though? Westbrook, Steve Smith, of course, visiting Piedmont. He's used to being on the other side. Piedmont handling business. Steve Smith takes his loss to his former team. 35-19, Westbrook Christian dropping to Piedmont.
Hey, we're heading over to White Plains, Talladega. The Wildcats and Tigers going at it. And let me just tell you something. First drive, Felipe Holloway takes the handoff. He's going to go 65 yards, but he doesn't go all the way for a touchdown. So hold off on making it one of those incredible plays that we like to call, but just a nice gain right there. Next play, Dylan Barksdale keeps it up the middle. White Plains going to get in. That's a touchdown. And White Plains, the Wildcats are going to take down the Tigers 43-29.
The Sideline Fans of the Week are sponsored by your Community Health Mart Pharmacy.
In this Fan of the Week, we are remembering Coach Johnny Nolan. He passed away last weekend. Johnny spent decades on the sideline of every sport with Benjamin Russell High School. He helped with any and all sports. And if there's a game in Alex City, he was there. We're told Johnny would call you a knucklehead and give you the biggest hug. He loved Dr. Pepper, but he loved the kids more. Wildcat pride forever. Johnny Nolan and the Sideline Fan of the Week. Condolences to he and his family.
And now, here's your MVP of the week, sponsored by Andrew Sports Medicine.
Our sideline MVP is none other than Dion Moore of Center Point, who had a heck of a game against Fairfield. 5 touchdowns, 4 passing, 1 rushing. Dion, I just got to ask you, man, how did you feel after that game? That felt good, huh?
Yes, sir. I felt great. Like, it just like how much work I put in over the summer, like get where I'm at, and to show people like, yeah, I can play QB too.
Is that your natural position?
No, sir. My natural position is DB, but like we needed a QB, so I had to step up and take the role. Oh yes, it was a big adjustment. Like this whole summer, like I had to switch up the whole flow. I had to keep working at QB to get better for the season.
How is the team this year?
As the year keep going forward, we're gonna keep getting more adjusted and like getting tuned with each other. So yeah. So like defense, like my main thing. So like I like defense a lot. Like our team ran through our defense. So like we lean on our defense for everything, like for most of the part. So they do great on their side of the ball. And offense, we gotta keep working. We gotta keep getting better.
What do you and your friends like to do when you're outside of football?
go to the gym, shoot basketball, just spend some quality time with my friends and family. You don't gotta run to other schools such as Pinson and Clay. You can come to Centerpoint too, and we still one of the main schools around here.
You are a sideline MVP. Congratulations.
Thank you.
The Sideline Social is sponsored by Spire.
It is my favorite time of the week. It's time for Sideline Social. Let's get to the picks. It's a little sibling day for us today. This is Eddie and Emma Green, their brother and sister, repping the corner jackets. Thank you so much, Eddie, for sending in this picture. Next, we have Briston and Barrett. They're siblings too, and they're so excited to be rooting for Oak Grove this season, and they're not alone. We have Miss Hadley over here. Look at her in her cute Oak Grove cheer uniform. I know the Tigers appreciate your support. Again, be sure to send in your pictures to my Facebook page every week. You can be in the stands, on the sidelines. You just want to show off your lovely faces on Friday nights.
Thanks, Lyndon, and thank all of you for watching.
You got it. Fluff, by the way, at Aniana, 8 touchdowns. The Liberty Heights cheerleaders for you squad and the Liberty Park Middle, we thank you for your time tonight.
You're beautiful.